So before I start, I'd like to have a short talk about my last video where I reviewed both Hellboy and Shazam. Yes, this time I reviewed two movies, and I got two false copyright claims from both of the film's distributors, so I disputed both of them. In just one night, I got a response from Warner Brothers, whose movie Shazam I praised and encouraged people to see, and as they have done often, they still refused to lift this claim. But a couple of days later, Lionsgate, the distributors of Hellboy, which I negatively reviewed, lifted their claim, so please forget what I said about Shazam and go support Hellboy. I'm sorry about that. I just needed to vent. Okay, on with the review. Netflix's Triple Frontier is a thrilling heist film. It is directed by J.C. Chander, director of A Most Violent Year, Margin Call, and All Is Lost. I have never seen any of these films, but I'm now interested in them since I've heard that most people said that they're better than this one. It stars Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam, Garrett Hedlund, and Pedro Pascal as a group of ex-soldiers who set out to steal millions from one of the biggest drug cartels in Mexico. However, they later find out that taking the money was the easy part. The hard part of the heist would be getting back alive. The movie has a great cast and some thrilling action sequences. And yes, there is tension here because this is the kind of movie where it's uncertain whether or not they will get out alive. It's kind of like an anti-Ocean's 11. While the recent Ocean's 11 movies are about cool people who pull off stylish heists, here the characters are portrayed more as everyday soldiers, and crime actually might not pay. As the movie goes on, the viewer and the characters are both left to wonder if any of this was worth it. That being said, it does have some issues. Even though the characters have good, understandable moves that make the viewer feel sympathy for them, the characters themselves aren't particularly fleshed out. This kind of hurt the tension because I didn't really care which ones made it out alive. Also, it had some pacing issues. I mean, it's not boring at all, but it is kind of slow. But if you want an action-filled thriller, this should satisfy you. I personally would have thought it would be more interesting if there was more of the cartel, but that's a very minor complaint. It's a good, well-acted heist movie, and an interesting tale of soldiers fighting for survival.